next on Madden Football.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Tennessee Titans and the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And CD, you look at Washington coming into play here, but with how good they have been, it's not often that we can say they come into a game truly facing a challenge. But Charles, that's the case this week.
Absolutely. What a challenge it is, because they're now coming into this one and they don't exactly have a clear advantage, something that they usually possess in every game they play with the way that they throw the football. I can't wait to see if they change things, if they emphasize different.
First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Commanders making their way out. They'll be led out by Sam Darnold in his 5th year now out of USC.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Now Darnold. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee brings its offense to the field for the first time, and that means that we get to see the electric rookie out of Liberty, Malik Willis.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
First and 10 now, Willis and the Titans at their own 37. They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The Titans are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Here's Darnold. Completes this to J.D. McKissick out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To the right side and complete to Washington. And the Commanders are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. First and goal from just inside the 5. Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
From the 40 now on second down. Willis. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Willis will look to throw on first down. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Shotgun snap to Willis. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On second and goal, Willis under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. And a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown. Derrick Henry. with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off on the touchdown reception by Derrick Henry. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Darnold from the gun. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Darnold's throw complete to Dotson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
First down captured by Jahan Dotson. You get the sense watching him that his ascent is only just beginning. More catches, yards, and touchdowns every year at Penn State, and played his way into the first round. A tremendous athlete. He also runs routes with great intelligence.
7-7, our score after 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold down to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again is Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, they get downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. First and 10, Willis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll buy some time right. crossover out of bounds right at the 25. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kick people off of them, allow them to get free, and make the hit.
Filled the gap nicely, dropping to just a 1-yard gain. Willis now off of play action. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Darnold slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw, Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, and a little flutter there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete, it's Dotson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Here's Willis. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They go play action with Willis. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Willis will look to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed that coach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Fortunately, that incompletion right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long. And for the 3rd time here in this half. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And
after review of the play,
so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. After the interception, here's Darnold. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On 2nd down, Darnold. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Washington. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 4th down, Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Last play of the half, here's Willis. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the... Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'd be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
The second down pass play there over to Jacob.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So here is Washington now to take over. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. On first down, Darnold. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Here's Darnold. His pass into the hands of Turner. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 21. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Willis looks to pass it here. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Let's go now. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There is so much talk from both sides about who will control the line of scrimmage, and we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jermaine Carter. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Darnold. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. This will be taken at the 10 and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's able to find Melton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Willis. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Willis is down. He's going to be a nice long second high tip after this one. He's going to make the rest of the entire game.
Once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This is caught. It's Woods. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
And room there to work it inside the 25. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Bo Melton, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Titans have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 14-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Robinson will try to pick it up. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 2nd and 5 now. Willis. This pass complete to Melton. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Tennessee. Ready.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll go option to the short side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. from the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because it stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw into the hands of Turner. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Darnold. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Turner. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. That's complete to Turner. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Darnold to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Tennessee, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the